Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back for an art lesson with Mrs. Hill. For today's lesson, you're going to need some pliers, a model of Sven, a large piece of wood, an authentic boomerang from Australia, and a pair of safety glasses. Just kidding, April Fools. But today's art lesson does have an excellent big idea about surprises. So, what's the big idea? Today's big idea is that we can create art with a surprise. Adding an element of surprise to your art makes it more interesting. And I have a feeling that once you learn to use the technique we're going to be using today, there are oceans of creative possibilities for you to explore. Let's get started. For today's art lesson, you're actually going to need only a few supplies. A piece of paper, some colorful markers, and a pencil ought to do the job just fine. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do is prepare our paper for surprise. That means first you're going to need to fold your paper in half. Match up those corners and press the crease. Then we're going to fold the bottom part all the way back up to the fold, just like this. Trust me, this is going to be an important part of the surprise later. Now we're ready to draw. I'm going to draw a picture that looks quite innocent, a fish. After you see how to do this project, then you can choose to do a different subject if you'd like. I started with a rainbow shape that looks like a ski hill, and then at the bottom a smile shape. And I'm going to give my fish a tail that's going to be wavy all the way down, so it looks like a wavy tail just like this. I'm going to give my fish a beautiful fin on the top with a curve, but if you'd rather give your fish a more triangle fin on the bottom or a triangle fin at the top, you can do that. I'm also going to give my fish a little fin over on the side that's going to be like a triangle shape, as well as I'm also going to give my fish, oh, I don't like this design. I'm also going to give my fish an eye, and I'm going to give it a very friendly eye. So I'm going to do a big circle, a smaller circle, and another smaller circle inside. You can decide if you'd like to add any other details. I know a lot of people right now like to draw those cute eyes with two circles in the middle. I'm going to give my fish some gills, so that way it can breathe underwater. And I'm going to give my fish a little smile. And now for the fun surprise. I'm going to take my paper and open it back up. I'm going to continue my fish's wavy tail from the top all the way down to the bottom here. And then my fish's mouth right here is going to become a great big jaw full of sharp zigzag teeth. No one would ever suspect my sweet, innocent fish would have a fierce mouthful of chompers like this. There we go. So he's swimming along just fine. And chomp! Now, how you want to decorate your fish and the rest of the design is up to you. But at this point, I'm going to leave it open while I decorate it and close it just at the very end. Feel free to add any designs to your fish that you would like. Now that my fish is ready with his surprise, I'm going to decorate it using the pencil. You could add things like polka dots or stripes to your fish. And I'm going to decorate it first being closed.
Call from Patricia Chambers.
Once you have your fish drawn the way you like it, then you're ready to start adding those details. I'm going to take my marker and go over my lines, make sure you go around those zigzags. Once you finish decorating your fish and adding some bubbles and some water for the waves around the fish, all you need to do is find an unsuspecting victim and introduce them to your new friend, Jaws. If you like art that has to do with the ocean and stories that are a little bit fishy too, I suggest you go to StorylineOnline and check out the story of Clark the shark. He's an amazing creature who is way more friend than foe. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll include the link in the description below so that you can check out that book. Much creativity, always, artist. I hope you have fun in the ocean of possibilities ahead of you.